Hey everyone, so here I am finally back with the second stash update I promised for the season in the first Pyro Pickups video. This one, it was a trip to Southern Boom Fireworks, one of their seasonal locations here in town. And as you can see, I got quite a bit of stuff, so let's go ahead and start breaking down what I got. Alright, since I know all of you guys are probably here for the top row and all the 500 gram cakes and the things like that look really shiny up top, I'm going to start at the bottom row first. So, kicking this off, I'm going to start at the very bottom here with the Frog Princess, Frog Prince, and their adorable little children, all of which will be cannibalized by fire for the 4th of July. These little guys are fountains that I've not had in a very long time. I did notice one interesting little update since I last had them. This should show how long it's been. They have a little back of the head now. They're not just a ball with a base on it. These things used to have a chronic problem of when you set them off, they would start literally bobbing and then rolling all around, and sometimes they would tip over and start going everywhere. So I'm actually really glad to see they fixed that since I last had them. But again, it's also been like 10, 12 years since I last had these little fountains. So, not expecting a whole lot from them, of course. They're just classics that I figured I should have. Next up, I've got Night Stalker rockets. These are World Class's equivalent of the Screaming Cracklers by Brothers. World Class does not have a Screaming Crackler in that it goes up and then has a whole stream of crackles. If they do, they didn't have any this year, so I got the World Class equivalent, or the closest equivalent I could find. Next up, I've got the little beer pack fountain. There are typically supposed to be a 6-pack of these. You can buy the whole 6-pack and it comes in what looks like a little beer container. It's really funny. But these fountains are $5 a piece. I don't understand why you would buy 6 of them for $30, besides the novelty value. So I was glad to see Southern Boom just got rid of the little holder and was just selling them individually this year. I've never had those little fountains before, so I figured I would try one. Next up, I got Deuce's Wild. This is a little 6-shot. This is the last of the assorted 6-shot cakes by World Class that I never actually had. There are 6 of these in total. I forgot about that. I thought there were only 4, but there are actually 6 of them. I have had 5 of them. This is the last one I know for a fact I have not had, and so I was actually kind of excited to see it. They were $10 each this year instead of 8 or 9, so that was a little disappointing. Next up, I've got the Frosty Mug of Beer fountain. I needed a $15 gap to get a discount, and Frosty Mug was conveniently $14.99. So went on ahead and grabbed that. Didn't have the best experience with it the first time I had it, but I'm willing to give it a second chance. It's been around for 12 plus years for a reason, if you ask me. I have the Reaper fountain by World Class, yet another classic fountain that has been around for a very, very long time. And if you ask me, I foresee it being around quite a bit longer because everybody always wants it, everybody buys it, and everybody seems to enjoy it year after year, so I'm hoping that it's still just as good as it was last time I had it 5 or 6 years ago. Next couple things I've got here, I got the little Tiger Fountain Pack. It's a little 4-piece pack of single tube fountains by Boomer. They're just, you know, little 1-tube wonders. You set them, they light up for 15-30 seconds, and then you're done. They were only $4 for the 4-pack, so I figured why not add something to the selection here. I got a Crushing Candy fountain by World Class. This is, yet again, another classic fountain that's been around for quite a long time. Fantastic color last time I had this. I'm hoping that the color is just as good this time as it was last time. I got this little Girl Power fountain by World Class. Never had it, but apparently girl everything is just a theme this year, so I figured I would just add that to the pile since they didn't really have much in the way of small fountains or even medium-sized fountains this year. As far as medium fountains go, they had Frosty Mug, they had Reaper, and they had another fountain I'll get to in just a few minutes, and that was pretty much it. Kind of slim pickings for fountains, and that's why some of the other stuff is in this stash, actually. So I'm interested to see how this one goes. It's a little tiny $6 fountain. Not expecting a whole lot from it, but hopefully it surprises me like some of the other products have in the past. Then, of course, I got another Pipsqueak fountain by World Class. I really liked this fountain last year. It was only $4, and it was pretty loud, had a good amount of crackle to it, had a good little performance for the price. So I figured I would get another one. They only had one left, so all the more reason to grab it if you have it. Moving over here, I got What a Girl Wants, which is World Class's version of the backpack assortments. I will do a unboxing of this one in the next few days. I have no idea what's actually all in this thing. I know this one's more fountain heavy than the What Boys Are Made Of, which is the blue backpack assortment. I'm interested to see what all is in this. I'm not expecting much. If it's $25, I'm sure I'll feel ripped off by the end of that video, but it's fine. I just wanted more fountains and some more little cheap crap to add. Next up, I got this Little Big assortment. This is another world-class assortment I've never had before. I never buy the cheap assortments, or at least I never have in the past. But again, they had a fountain gap, and I wanted small fountains, so I bought this little guy. I think it was like $40 is all. There's not a whole lot in here. I'll do an unboxing of it because of the stupid strap that runs right across the middle of it, so you can't see some of the products. So I'll do a unboxing of that, and we'll see what all is in here. I'm not expecting too many great things, considering that there is a snapper box that's taking up a good 5% of the real estate of this entire product. And there are 2 different Saturn missile batteries, which I didn't notice until just a moment ago. And then last but most certainly not least, in the bottom row of products, we've got Sweet 16s. This is a 9-piece 200 gram cake assortment. There are 9 16-shot 200 grams in this guy. So we've got Midnight Howler, we've got Dino Attack, we've got Talons, we've got Stood Up, we've got 16-shot Colorful Delight, we've got Big Bomb, we've got 16-shot Cocktail Party, we've got Drink Up, and we've got Drum Roll Please. All of those are 16-shot 200 gram cakes contained in this box here. I really am not expecting a whole lot from it. I think it was $110 or $120 for the entire assortment, so that averages out to be like $13 a cake, somewhere around there. I'm hoping they're great. I'm hoping that there's something like the assorted 6s or the assorted 16 shots where they have really strong performances to them. They have a good 4-shot finale to each of them, something like that. But of course, it's one of those things, I couldn't find a performance demo of any of the individual products or the entire assortment itself online, so that was part of my justification for buying it, since nobody else has cared to do a video on it before. So, with that out of the way, let's go ahead and move to the top row, but you'll realized a second ago that I forgot to run through performances of the products in the bottom row, so I'm actually going to go ahead and do that and honor Pyro tradition, so to speak. So for Crushing Candy, we've got A, Red Dahlia with Laser, B, Yellow Dahlia, White Chrysanthemum, C, Purple Dahlia, Silver Crackle, D, Red Dahlia, Green Dahlia, and Long Crackle. As for Girl Power, we've got Emits Crackle Pine Cone, Yellow Pine Cone, Blue Pine Cone, Red Pine Cone, Green Pine Cone, Crackle Chrysanthemum with Pine Cone. That's a lot of Pine Cone. I thought that one of my performances in the last Pyro pickups had a lot of Pine Cone. That is insane. That's a lot of Pine Cones. Moving on to Pipsqueak here. We've got Emits Showers of Color Stars and Crackling Flower with Whistle. If I recall, that has like 3 whistles in it. For Deuces Wild, we've got a performance of White Glitter, Dark Purple with Purple Tail. So I'm assuming that it's probably just like blue or indigo color, but they call it dark purple for some reason. For Frosty Mug of Beer, we have performance, a beer mug shaped fountain, exclamation, exclamation. Silver pine needle with gold, yellow, red, green, and crackling chrysanthemum. Loud whistling with silk crackle, long lasting. And then lastly, we've got Reaper here with a performance of red fountain, red fish, red sparkler, green sparkler, yellow sparkler, glitter chrysanthemum, red glitter sparkler, green sparkler, golden chrysanthemum, red glitter sparkler, crackle butterfly. Alright, now finally moving on to the top row. Alright, now the part you've all been waiting for, the top row. So, starting off, Adult Snappers. Continuing on, we've got Evil, which is a 9-shot 200 gram by World Class Fireworks. We've got Sweet Sound, which is a little 7-shot 200 gram by World Class Fireworks. We've got American VIP, which is the new VIP rewards cake that you get for being a VIP rewards member. That is also by World Class Fireworks. That is a little 20-shot. I'm convinced it is a rewrap of Land of the Free, which is a classic assortment cake that comes in World Class's larger assortments that can contain aerials. Next up, we've got Monkey Business, which is a 36-shot 200-gram cake. This one's really cool because it actually is angled and has flower effects and some other really neat stuff with it. Then I've got Think Twice, which is I think it's a 16-shot. Yeah, Think Twice is a 16-shot 200-gram by World Class Fireworks. I've got Junkyard Dog, which is a 21-shot 200-gram by Cutting Edge. I've got Bare Knuckle Fighting, which is a fountain by Cutting Edge. I've got American Pyro. I think American Pyro is a 9-shot 500-gram by World Class. I know it's all red, white, and blue, which is why it's called that. Then we've got Jungle Cat, which is a 12-shot 500-gram by World Class Fireworks. This is a newer one, and it's actually got a shiny 3D label on it. And then last but most certainly not least, I actually decided to go with 2 fan cakes this year, 2 of the big zipper cakes. We've got Wild and Free, which is a 250-shot 500-gram angled cake, or 500-gram Z cake. And then we've got Bartender's Mistake, which I was convinced that was Ryan Reynolds on the art when I first saw it. And that is a 240-shot angled zipper cake as well. Now, the main reason why I bought those 2 cakes is because I think they were both $60, and that's a really good deal for zipper cakes. Like, typically, as you all know, I'm sure, zipper cakes are easily $100. So I figured, you know what, I've never had zipper cakes before outside of a wholesale setting. In fact, I don't think then I bought any. So I figured, you know, this is the best time. If I'm ever going to get a zipper cake, now is the time to get one. And instead I wound up with 2. So I'm going to run through performances in just a second here. I do have to partially disassemble all this in order to do that, so I'll be back with you guys in just a second. Alright, I have no idea how long this display is going to last before it tips over and tries to kill me or itself, so let's go ahead and get this started. So, first off, Bare Knuckle Fighting. We've got a performance of, and this is a fountain by the way, we've got red, white, and blue to green, white, pseudotaxis flower. I have no idea what that means. We've got red, white, and blue to yellow sunflower, okay. We've got red, white, and blue to red crackling chrysanthemum. We've got red, white, and blue to green, yellow spider net. And then in the middle, which I'm assuming is the finale, even though they put it in the middle, that's weird, red, yellow with gold crackling silk. That is a very strange description. And this is a box fountain, so you do have to open the cover and light it that way. Next up, I've got that American Pyro cake. I really don't care if you guys use that. Go ahead and go for it. Screenshot the video. So we've got here a performance of red tail to brocade with red, green tail to brocade with green, blue tail to brocade with blue, blue chrysanthemum, red tail with red and blue chrysanthemum. They've never heard of a period. Next up, we've got Sweet Sound with a performance of gold, silver, green tail to gold, silver, green glitter. 7 shots on that one. Evil, red tail to brocade, blue tail to blue time rain, and that is a 9-shot 200-gram cake. Think Twice is a 16-shot 200-gram cake with a performance of silver chrysanthemum mine to red, green, sky blue, lemon, purple, and white glitter. Silver chrysanthemum mine to red, green, sky blue, lemon, purple, and silver chrysanthemum. For America 12-shot, I think this is a 350. They might consider this a 500-gram cake. I'm not really sure. There is no classification written on the cake whatsoever. So, for America the Beautiful, we've got a performance of A, red dahlia sparkler, green dahlia sparkler, sky blue dahlia sparkler, white glitter sparkler. B, purple dahlia sparkler, lemon dahlia sparkler, sky blue dahlia sparkler, white glitter sparkler. Thought the fountains had a lot of sparkler in them, but apparently it's not just the fountains anymore. Maybe that's becoming a running joke on the channel. And for Junkyard Dog, we've got a performance of red glittering mine to red glitter, theme effect, mine and glitter, color, red. Wow, 21 shots on that one. And then for American Pyro again, that is just a red, white, and blue cake. For Jungle Cat, this is a 12-shot 500-gram cake with a performance of titanium gold palm tail up to purple blue dahlia with white glitter, lemon blue dahlia with red stars, orange purple dahlia with green glitter, purple green blue dahlia with gold glitter. And apparently this is an angled cake. I did not realize that. That's fascinating. And then of course for the last 2, we've got Wild and Free which is a 250 shot 500 gram cake. Focus, please. Thank you. We've got a performance of red, silver, gold glitter tail, green, yellow to spider tail, whistling glitter, white glitter, and time rain. Theme effect: glitter tail, spider tail, whistling, and time rain. And the colors are red, green, silver, gold, and yellow. And it looks like it lasts up to 48 seconds. This is a pretty nice cake, especially for $60 when I was looking at the video of it. It kind of reminds me of Bug-Eyed 200 gram cake, and it is really cool. It's actually themed after Rango, funny enough. And then last but most certainly not least, we've got Bartender's Mistake, 240 shots here. And the performance on this guy is red, silver, green, gold glitter tail, gold palm tree tail, whistling, crackling spider tail, red, green, blue star, brocade crown, chrysanthemum. Theme effect: glitter tail, palm tree tail, star, brocade crown, chrysanthemum. Color: red, silver, green, gold, and blue, and up to 38 seconds instead on that one. Thank you, Ryan Reynolds, for your performance. Thank you very much, guys, for watching. That's going to conclude this stash video. I'm very excited to see what some of these products do. I might honestly do an unboxing video for the Sweet 16s assortment, because I want to see if these cakes actually have their descriptions on them, or if they're just not described at all, and we just kind of get to find out what they do when they do it. I'm done this season. I think I'm tapped out. I spent way too much money on this. You don't want to know how much I spent. Oh, God.